I had to decide how to make my brand Lebo Rampedi, not Thato little brother, but Lebo Rampedi as his own individual, right?
What comes to mind, I hope I'm not going too far, is that, guys, I am extremely lazy.
Yeah.
So for me to excel, I had to sacrifice money to get people to do the S word that, that I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything is always scarce when you're unemployed.
Yeah.
So you get like a thou.
Yeah.
But you're hungry, Tad.
Yeah.
And you haven't tasted real meat in 2 weeks because you've been eating. Why are you laughing? You haven't tasted real meat in 2 weeks because you've been eating noodles, bread, and maybe eggs.
Seated, 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 seated.
Whole thing that's just seated behind us. We're at like an event. This is a live podcast. We're relaxed. Like it's gonna be a good time today. But we've got but we've got a crazy conversation for you guys.
Yeah.
These are for the dreamers, the entrepreneurs, the people that stay up all night thinking like, yo, I need to make my dreams happen, right? But Thato, I want you to give us the hook. You know how you do that thing?
So you guys know I've been using a lot of preparation to do these things, and I'm really excited for this one. But essentially, imagine Lebo literally was like, I want you to do the hook.
Oh, should I do it?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool. Let me talk about it. So the episode is about how creators, dreamers, entrepreneurs are no longer waiting for permission.
Yeah.
That's right, guys. It's time for you to take life by the horns and implement your idea. It's not about dreaming anymore, but it's about implementation.
Yeah.
And this is the season to do it. You know what I mean?
Because we've seen like a lot of things online have a certain negative and positive connotation towards entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Everyone makes it seem like it's so glorified, like hop in, go do it, it's gonna be amazing, rock and roll. But then it's like, yo, it's not like that. So yeah, man.
Yeah, and we're super excited because we know for a fact. I mean, we started off in our parents' house on a couch, a brown couch, brown wall in the background, shooting with, I think it was one camera or wide shots, 2 mics that were like DJI mics. And we took what we had at the time and took our strengths and took them to the next level. And we will be talking about building your personal brand over and over and over today.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. Thato, can we get straight into how are you? You good?
Yeah. I think we're good.
Are we good? Are we good? Are we just get okay? Good. Okay,
all right, cool. So the first
wait,
segment...
before you go, a couple of ground rules, right? So we are streaming this, so we might have some technical difficulties once or twice.
Left or right.
Take a deep breath, refresh the page, and make sure that you also comment while we're speaking, because guys, this is a live chat.
Yeah, give us the feedback. Yeah. But of course, guys, we're not alone in the Constitution here. We've got Ruby Malachi, the face of Rampedi Media, baby. Also have Foodie in the building, which is amazing. We've got
Foodie woo!
We've got CK Moye. We've got Dominique from APN, Carl from APN, so it's going to be really, really exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, like Lebo said, the purpose of this one is to basically see how we can, one, become entrepreneurs, pave our own way, look at people's past experiences, what they've done, learn from them and see how we can take risks, right? And we've seen that there's so much negative things about entrepreneurship. So we want to speak about, okay, cool, when you go that route, what certain discipline do you need to have? What sorts of money, making skills do you need to have? Because we know last week we got an amazing specialist who spoke about the importance of budgeting, the importance of saving. And if you're somebody who's going to be in this space, you need to really be good with money. So of course, going to the first segment, which is how are you?
I'm sorry. I just get so entranced when you speak passionately. I'm like, wow. He's he's flowing with his English, bro. But anyways, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, dude. So I was with my home cell leader yesterday. So we haven't had home cell in the past 2 weeks. If you guys know what home cell is, it's like Wednesday. You meet up with like 3 to 12, 15 people. Yeah. And you guys basically go through scripture, you do some praise and worship. Yeah. And you really just speak about what's happening when it comes to like your faith and Christianity. So we haven't had a home cell in the past 2-3 weeks because we've got Dream Week next week. No, there's the home. There's the home. There's Dream Week next week. Yeah. And my home cell leader came to my studio yesterday. And he just came to basically see like how I'm doing. Yeah. Checking up on me, so we're chilling. And at the studio, I have 2 new interns, well 3 new interns now. You'll meet them soon. So Fridays are presentation days. So they have to present what they did the whole week. They have to present one show, pitch it to me. And it was the first time they did it. And I just feel like, damn, like this is really going to be something that's going to be challenging because you're literally having people who studied marketing at a TVET college, but they have no work experience. Yeah. And all they have is passion. and you have to teach them how to speak, how to have confidence,
Yeah.
how to do all these things. So Tabang was watching us present, giving them advice. But we ended up actually chilling afterwards with CK and Mendo.
Yeah.
And it was so cool.
Is this on?
It's all yesterday.
Yeah, because I saw you. Because I track you sometimes on Find My iPhone, and I saw you at the studio until like 7, 8,
Yeah,
7,
we're
8 p.m.
working. Yeah. We've been working late pretty much most of these days. But we went to Mall of Africa. That's where you probably saw me. We went to Mall of Africa.
Yeah.
And then we went to, there's like a gold reef city there, Mall of Africa.
Yeah.
You can go to the Ferris wheel, you can go on these bumper cars.
Okay.
There's different rides, like literally like gold reef city. So it was just nice to like have a slow day with Tabang, with my Han, and with my Han's friend. And it just showed me the importance of like taking a deep breath.
Yeah.
But still integrating what I do at work. But yeah, so that's how I'm feeling, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like relinquished, replenished.
Replenished. Requenquished.
I'm feeling replenished.
Requenquished.
So I'm feeling really, really good. I feel like, yeah, man, I'm working really hard, but
Yeah.
I'm finding a way to integrate my spirituality, my relationship, my fun into everything and paving my own way. And then, yeah, man, everything else has been good. There's Dream Week next week, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
It's like a conference, bro. I've never been to one, but everyone says it's so
I've
great.
been to one. I cried like each day of the thing.
Serious?
It's because it's just pure praise and worship, and then
Yeah.
obviously with the talks as well.
Yeah, there's like there's guest pastors.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really cool. So, yeah, that's how I'm feeling, bro.
You've also been vlogging. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so by the time this comes out, okay, well, this is out.
my earring.
This is live.
This is live.
Yeah. I was about to say, by the time this comes out, my vlog will be out. I'm dropping my vlog on Monday.
Yeah.
So, very, very exciting. I'm vlogging every single week. I think I'm like 3-4 weeks in.
Yeah.
So, the vlogs basically showcase how I haven't been able to separate work and my private life,
Right.
but
Okay.
I'm actually integrating the two and how that actually looks like.
Yeah.
And how I take pride in actually just enjoying work and making work my life.
Yeah.
Because people kept asking me, you guys asked me like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, like, what do you do for fun? This is genuinely my
What
fun.
I do for
This is
fun.
my thing,
Yeah.
bro. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, since this thing is my thing, like, let me just own that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make work the healthiest that I can possibly can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. How are you?
I'm good. I want to just, before I say how are you, I know that you guys are watching. If you guys want to say how you guys are doing in the comments,
Yeah.
we're watching, reading the messages the whole time also, sometimes. I want to say
Oh, yeah.
sometimes. I don't want to promise because we're also curating the conversation. But how am I? Man, I'm okay.
You're sober?
I'm okay.
You
I'm
can't
so,
skip that.
oh, yeah, I'm sober.
You're
Yeah.
sober.
That's such a big thing, man.
Yeah, that's
Ish.
a huge thing.
Ish.
So let me paint you guys a
Ish.
picture, right? So for the past 2-3 years,
Yeah.
my friends and I go through these moments where we stop drinking for like 2-3 months, right? And then we work on ourselves, and every time we do it, Lebo joins us, but he says, "There's no ways I'm leaving alcohol."
I say, I don't believe in quitting.
Yeah, he says I'm not a
I
quitter.
don't give up on anything. Like my mom told me never to give up. So
Yeah.
how can I give up on alcohol?
Yeah, so this is low key Lebo's first time. Sorry guys, like we mentioned,
It's okay.
It's gonna be a lot of
It's okay. We're having
a lot of wind here. But
It's
yeah.
okay. We'll be having a bit of a technical difficulty, but it's fine.
But anyway, so like Lebo literally being the person to actually take the stand and say I'm done drinking
Yeah.
is
alone.
like phenomenal, bro,
Yeah.
because it basically showed that you did a whole lot of self-introspection.
Yes.
But I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm just saying that it's crazy because we've
It is.
been doing it.
I
And
want,
you've
I want,
never.
to, I want to speak about it a bit. Being sober, like like Thato said, I've always hopped onto the trend of like people doing it, and then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm also not gonna drink alcohol. Wada. But I generally said to myself, like, this time I'm like, dude, have a reason, have a mindset when coming into it. So why are you doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This thing is such a huge waste of money, guys.
Yeah.
It's such a huge waste of money. But anyways, besides that,
It really is. Like I think like I think we can touch on
You
it a
can,
bit
you can.
longer. Like guys,
it's such a huge waste of money.
yeah, like I believe in having an occasional drink. After this show,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a drink with my girlfriend, and I'm gonna have a tequila shot. I'm gonna have something nice. But I genuinely believe that Vele, like, consistently drinking alcohol
Yeah.
more than 3 times a month
Yeah.
at a certain like level is really bad financially.
Yeah.
And I know I was shooting a video with some brand,
Yeah.
and we're talking about savings. And essentially, they said that savings starts in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like making the option of do I pre-pack my food versus do I order burger and chips?
Or do I
Like,
get
that's literally
takeout?
what you do, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys know my eyes keep like tearing up, so please forgive me. I don't have my glasses today, and it is so windy outside.
I was wearing my sunglasses earlier, but anyways, no, I hear you.
Yeah. So how's that going for you?
It's only so I downloaded the sober, that sober
I Am
app.
Sober app, yeah.
I don't know if you guys know the I Am Sober app. The people get it and then they like document their journeys and stuff. every day gives me like a yo, you've been sober for. So now today's been 1 week only. It's not crazy.
It's better than 2 days.
But I need you guys to understand, in my household, we're wine people. Like me and my partner, we're wine people.
Even at home, dude.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah,
even at my family, we're wine people. So, like, I'm not used to, like, not saying to myself, oh, it's been a long day, let me just pour a glass of wine.
Oh, so you like pour a glass of... Oh, so you literally...
I am, yeah.
Took mom and papa's, like...
Yes, 100%.
Mechanism to relax.
Coping mechanism. Yes,
to
coping
relax.
mechanism.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but yeah, anyways. But yeah, I just decided to just...
So what have you replaced it with then?
Oh, no. So, there's no replacement per se.
I think there's a lot of things you've changed, which are replacing...
I was just saying to myself, like, dude, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need it. And every time I've drank, guys, like the past like 2 months, every time I've drank, I've gotten into like some serious like problems in my life. Whether it be relationship, whether it be like finance, whether it be. So I'm just there like, dude, like this thing actually low-key like ruins like lives. So I shouldn't drink. I
don't know if we spoke about it in the previous episode or 2 episodes ago. I was actually saying that like literally alcohol it kills and quite like makes the Holy Spirit in you quiet.
It also numbs it numbs a certain part of your brain. Yeah. So your what's it called? Your critical decision-making part of the brain, so then you don't make critical decisions anymore. I mean,
we see it at the clubs when we're outside. It's like, oh, should we buy one more bottle? It's like, yeah. Let's do it.
But anyways, let's get into the podcast itself, right? Yeah. So, this to summarize, guys, like the whole idea behind this whole conversation is like how to build a brand. Yeah. We've seen that people have like these. I mean, we've been at NetBank and we've seen that these people have crazy ideas. I mean, for example, like we have our top 10 finalists that might. Well, actually, a couple of them are going to come to the podcast soon. I don't want to talk too much about that, but we've seen that a lot of people are so good at implementing. Yeah. I mean, getting ideas. Like saying, okay, this is an idea for a company that I have, but they don't know how to market. Yeah. They don't know how to make it a brand. They don't know how to tell a story with the things that they're building, right? And as you currently know, we have a youth unemployment rate of, I think, 45-point-something%. Yeah. I want you to tell us how important it is to have a personal brand, how to build that personal brand with your idea.
Yeah, guys, I literally, you know what's so crazy? I saw the importance of this thing that I started offering that service to people. Like I've been going to CEOs, young entrepreneurs, people that have amazing businesses, but then they really struggle with just selling themselves and having a personal brand. Yeah. My eyes really bad. I feel like...
No, you're good.
Yeah. So before I even get into that, right, guys, these are things that we usually...
you can pause for.
You can pause for and do a check. It's not that bad, yeah. So, what was I saying? So, before I even get into that, there's this amazing story from this girl, one of the finalists. Girl or guy, I can't remember, I saw the name. She basically was writing one of her exams. Yeah. And her connectivity completely died. And she ended up failing her degree.
What?
Because of, internet connection. Yeah. Now, her idea is linked towards a tech company which helps, empower communities with Wi-Fi to prevent certain things. Yeah. So that already is one of the key elements of having a personal brand, is the story. Yeah. Right? Having a personal brand is people connecting with you past your business. Yeah. Right? It's people wanting to know who is Lebo, or what is Seated, or what is Youth X, what does it stand for outside of, the services that it offers. And I feel like that's when personal branding comes into play. Yeah. And we'll speak about how we've built our personal brands on social media, in podcasting, how we've built our social brands, even in public, we're around people, We're going to touch on to perception later as well. But for me, to answer your question, which was...
Where does it all start? Like, why is it so important to have a personal brand?
I think I did answer it,
Yeah, basically.
I did answer it, It's important to have the personal brand because you need people to buy your service, follow you, be around you for more than your service. Yeah. Because you won't be the first person to sell an iPhone cover. You won't be the first person to offer tech services. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I want to talk about how, we as people who are self-employed, people that are creators, people that want to implement ideas, right? Sometimes the space that idea should be able to occupy doesn't exist yet. That market, it does not exist yet. I want to take us back to the story of, it's a bit of a joke, right? I want you to just hear me out as a pitch, right? I'm going to do a pitch to you. Okay. Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Goed, dankie.
Good. Quick question. I have a good idea, right? I want to let people take rides with strangers that they've never met before. And they're going to take them from A to B for a certain price. And it'll just be strangers that register on an app.
That can't be safe. Is that safe?
It's not safe at all. And that's literally how Uber sounded. It's deep it.
So you know what I mean? Life, 100%.
Deep it. It was literally like if I told my mother, hey, I'm going to go into a car with a stranger and give him 40 rand.
So how is it safe? No, there's an app that makes sure that it's safe.
Yes, no.
you're
I get it now.
like,
They have everything sorted
yeah,
and whatever.
yeah.
They sorted out those pain points. But I'm trying to say that idea that there was no space in the market for it because we already had taxis, we already had things, right?
Yeah.
I want you to take us through how sometimes you need to push your idea to create a new market.
Yeah, you know, I think I was writing down my values 2 weeks ago. And one of them that I wrote down that I had to really believe in was faith. And it's faith not in just like, you know, my faith at home, but faith in myself.
Yeah.
Because you all know my story, guys. If you guys are not new to my story.
Say if maybe someone's watching now and they're
so,
like, actually, I don't know.
so I studied engineering at the University of Pretoria,
Yeah.
graduated, and I took the risk of being a full-time content creator back in 2021. When I took that risk, my parents said no, my friends said it was silly. People at home said you have an engineering degree, why would you do that? You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, let me actually do this thing because I have faith that it will work out. I trust and I believe that it will.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because we were speaking about belief last week.
Literally, we're speaking about hope and overcoming fear.
Yeah, and I was saying that the reason why I can't excel in certain spaces sometimes is due to my lack of belief.
Yeah.
So I think faith is something that's so important for you to try new things and do things that haven't been done before.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Which is literally what Uber did. So I think young people, before you even get to faith, one of the most important things to know is just understanding what you're trying to do and knowing that like a lot of the things that are in your mind come from experience in life and they come from God.
Yeah.
So you need to believe and trust that if you have an idea here and you keep craving it, it keeps lingering, keeps coming back to you, you keep praying about it, you keep thinking about it, there's a reason why.
It's been implanted in you.
There's a reason why it's been implanted in you. Because you say, God, please help me understand. Guys, there won't be a voice that says, yo, Thato, it is God. God is saying, come and be a YouTuber. No, bro. He'll give you the desires, the cravings. He'll give you things in life to experience.
Yeah.
Then your body will attract certain things. Yeah. And then from there, your body will cry and yearn for those things. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Then from there, you have the ideas.
Yeah. I like this ideology that everyone has this like predetermined like vision that's meant for them and they need to accomplish that. Because I read in a book, right, that opportunity that's meant for you will come as easy as a revolving door. Okay. You don't have to pull, like it'll just happen for you. You just have to just walk into that opportunity. It won't deny you access. It won't give you stress. It won't give you headaches. Yeah. The moment we do experience those hardships, you might be in the wrong place, but also it might just be a season of like difficulty, right? I want to actually also give a shot at this answer, right?
Yeah.
I want to say for me, right?
Also, I'm just so keen to see who's on the live. So
it's okay. You can have a check. You can literally have a check.
But yeah, go for it. Continue.
But for me, I remember when I lost my job.
One of my favorite stories in the world, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
I remember when I lost my job and I went home the first day, because it was still looming in the air. Will he still work? Will he not work? Whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, you know what, dude, I've lost this thing, and going home. I was driving home. I parked the car by my flat and I went all the way upstairs to my flat, got into the room, got into the bathroom, sat on the bathroom floor, and I literally started crying. I remember I was like crying for like an hour.
When you lost your job?
Yeah, when I lost my job.
You haven't told me that part of the story.
Yeah, I've never told anyone this part. And I remember.
So this is when you found out that there might be a chance of you losing the job?
Yes,
or when you lost the job, when it was completely gone?
Yeah, so now I lost this job. And
I'm saying, which part was it when you heard that like it might happen?
Now I knew. I signed. I signed my resignation form. Like I resigned, everything, right? And it was completely done. And I had this thing that kept playing in my mind, like, why me?
Yeah.
Why did this happen to me? Like, what is the divine cosmetic intervention that has occurred in my life? And I remember wiping my tears and just saying, oh my God, I can finally be a full-time content creator. Because I was just like, dude, I can finally believe in myself. Yeah. Like I was pushed in a direction of believing in myself. You know what I mean?
Because that risk was always so difficult for you to take. I mean, guys, for years, Lebo and I would dream and say, bro,
we'll work together.
We'll work together. You quit your job, bro. I'm already doing it. Hop on, let's rock. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be these full-time content creators. And you could never take that risk. And then I guess that risk was taken for you.
Yeah, which basically like gets me in towards like our next topic about like, because I think that's where it all comes from. That's where innovation, being able to create something in a space that doesn't exist yet, right? Yeah. It's all about identifying strengths, right? And I want to talk about how we take our strengths and take them towards strategy, right? Tuning what you're good at to being something that's valuable. Sometimes it's not what you're good at. I tried to explain one of our finalists for today's NetBank Youth X competition. She just had an internet problem, which made her solve a pain, which what we call a pain point, right? And she just solved that. For you, talk about how you had to sit down, because we've done this many times, as Majita, seated shows, having to sit down, look at our strengths.
Popular opinionated.
Like
vibes.
Looking at your strengths. Looking from Jolo. We've literally sat down in Google meetings for hours, every single time, and we always start with what? We say, okay, cool, guys, let's talk about what do we want to do. You know, let's talk about that. How, for you, if you had to give advice, how do you turn your strengths into strategy? Can I go first for this one, actually?
You can go first for it,
So for me, I remember, like, oh my days, biggest thing about unemployment is what? What do I do next? No, what do I do next?
Yes.
You don't have any more income. They pay. Keep in mind how it works. For people that don't know, they've never been fired. How it works is when you get fired, they pay you, or when you resign or get fired, they pay you the month. I think 2 months. It depends on the company that you're working. They can pay you up to 2 months your salary in advance.
What's it called? Severance.
Yeah, I don't know. Severance.
I don't know.
I've never heard of it. I don't know. But they pay you that amount, and then they leave you into the world. Now, but you have to understand something. For me, I had only worked for 8 months. So for every new job that I applied for, the number one question was,
why did you only work for 8 months?
There you go. And for others, they've graduated, but they haven't even gotten into the room of opportunity of saying their story and etc. Right? And I want to tell you guys something. When you don't know what to do, when you are completely lost in life, when you are at that point where you really feel lost, work on yourself. Work on yourself. Work on your body. Work on your mind. Educate yourself. Feed into how you can make yourself a better person. One of the number one things that I have been trying to work on is my presence. How I enunciate, how I sit, how I look, how I feel in my body. Because I understand my purpose in life is not going to be accomplished by me, but the person I build. I don't know if that makes sense to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you basically have access to build the brain, make the brain have certain strengths, build the body, make the body be able to endure certain environments. So I guess that's your first step towards building your strengths. The question was
strengths to strategy. So
to strategy,
what I'm getting at is that once that is established, right? That is when you start looking at your weaknesses. Because your weaknesses are probably like the most important thing. Your weak points need to be helped by something. If it be education, a team, a professional, your weak points need to be figured out. You know what I mean? And that is when you start planning. You say, okay, cool. In 1 week, I want to achieve this. In 2 weeks, I want to achieve this. Maybe you can go into it because we actually recently just started our own company. Or a subsidiary of the company.
So what I was saying, sorry, what you're saying is this so powerful. Like, it literally had me thinking. I'm like, yo, that's so real. Like, how can you want to take risks, start businesses, you know, further up your career in your life without having working on yourself? When it comes to like taking care of yourself. Like, how can you take care of a whole company if you can't take care of Thato? Or take care of Lebo? Would you get what I'm saying? So, like, I know you said it and it sounds like it's so powerful.
It's literally like,
I'm still there, bro. Like, it's so real.
That is like, for me, I've learned. It's such a. A lot of people are not going to be able to digest that message in how deep
and how important it is.
And how important that is.
That's why you get entrepreneurs that are like, okay, cool, this person is fat. Why would I work with them? Because they don't even know how to take care of themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? And I want you to like defend that thing and be like, no, man, we shouldn't be associating someone's work ethic with, you know, their food habits and their gym habits. But it's like, taking care of yourself is one of the things that you must be able to do first. Then I can trust that you can take care of this department.
And what I've already seen in this small time of trying to educate myself, like, because keep in mind, guys, I'm in that phase of what should I be doing next. Even though I'm very active as a person. We've got a podcast, we've got a group channel, we've got a company going, and I've got personal brand. But I'm still in the what should I be doing next? And I have learned it is such a beautiful thing, right? to be able to be disciplined because you can identify undisciplined behaviors and people around you. If you are not disciplined as a person, it is so hard to call out someone that's lazy. Because you're like, dude, I also would have like arrived at work late. I also would have came at no. But if you are a person,
it's so real. Like you literally set up excuses based off of your
you'll project your weaknesses onto others and be like, no, I am also like that. I understand. If someone like, for example, because I'm getting off topic, but I'm getting a bit off topic.
I don't mind, but continue.
But anyways, if someone, I love this concept, and Ruby did it today, because it's the first thing that happened to me when I was like working the first time. When you go to work and you don't have scafteen or food, and you're like, ask your boss, you're like, dala me something. I, as a business manager, business person, I think that's the most rubbish thing in the world. You should not be asking me for food at work because it comes into discipline. You should be prepared. That means you're not looking at today as something you need to be prepared for. You're coming in, you're winging. You're winging.
You haven't thought you didn't eat enough breakfast so that by 12.
You're not even if your stomach is not prepared for today, how can I trust you to be prepared for me today?
So real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just even though it's a joke, it's so like stupid, but it's small things like that for me.
But it's not, bro. I think like because it sounds so silly, people don't practice it enough. I do think we can move on. We can definitely move on.
Yeah.
We can definitely move on.
Let's get into, I want to talk about because obviously we influencers. We've created
that's our business model.
We've basically made this self-sustainable. You've made this self-sustainable. I've made this a self-sustainable practice for ourselves. I want to talk about how we take it from a hobby into a business.
So crazy.
Very important one, this one.
So I signed 2 new interns last week. Then I signed the 3rd one yesterday. When I was onboarding her, I had to explain to her my story. What I do. I think I'm going to tell you guys what I told her. And this is going to explain to you. So I basically said, young guy in school, studying engineering, and I had a passion for recording videos, taking videos of people, repurposing them, putting them onto YouTube, TikTok, and just making vlogs and stuff. Cool. I do that. I start posting regularly on YouTube. I build consistency. I'm consistently creating this content. I know what I believe. I know what my mandate is to create these YouTube videos. Then from there, I then shift and I move, right? I move on to trying shows. After trying shows, I'm basically showcasing innovation. After trying shows, fast track, I start making this thing my full-time job after graduating. Now it's my full-time job and I've got one show that I'm doing. It's a podcast. The podcast is making X amount of money. I'm happy. Thato's making X amount of money, I'm happy. I'm like, for me, for this to be what I do for the rest of my life, what do I have to do to make more money and make it more sustainable? And the first thing I said was, okay, cool, I have to multiply everything that exists. I can't have one podcast, I can't have one Thato. So then what do I do then? I then move into influencer management. I start managing Lebo. So every time Lebo makes money, I get to make money. I start managing Percy. So every time Percy makes money, I make money. Add 8 more people. Try, fail. I said, okay, working with people is tough. Let me go into shows. Then I said, okay, cool. For me to go into shows, I have to open up a studio. So I said to her, this is not House of Rampedi. Now we have this space for our influencers, but we saw there's a chance to make money through bookings and stuff. Then you get what I'm saying? Anyway, continuing. I'm showing her that, okay, cool. Then we start doing podcasts. Then we start scaling podcasts. Now I've got 1 podcast, 2 podcasts, 3 podcasts, 4. Then the goal is to make money from all of these podcasts that I can... From this network that I can closely watch. So I think what I'm trying to basically get to is that I had an idea. I allowed for the idea to transform, to become something else, to become something new. I didn't limit myself to what I started doing. I allowed for innovation. I then took risks. I then said, okay, cool. How do I scale this thing? How do I make this thing make 3 times the amount of money, 6 times the amount of money? And I kept trying and trying and trying.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be the person who's at home watching what you're saying, man, and saying, okay, great, amazing, good for you. What were you doing to have these ideas that you keep saying, I had an idea? Were you massaging yourself in a particular way? Was it skill? Like, people, when we hear entrepreneurs speak, the number one thing we hear is like, I had an idea, then I did this, I implemented this. Tell us, like, did you brainstorm? Did you just get this idea in a dream? Did you have a vision? Maybe you ate something and you're like, this is because that's the part people don't have.
Okay, so there's no real dream or vision that comes to my mind, right? All it was obsession. Obsession with who else is doing a podcast. Obsession with how do I make a perfect thumbnail? How do I vlog better? Obsession with how do I tell a story? Obsession with, okay, what are they doing in America? Watching 30 videos a day on that thing. Do you get what I'm saying? then making notes. Obsession with consistently learning. Okay, cool. I mean, it depends what level you are in your entrepreneurship. But for example, now I'm at the level where I'm doing B2B business, where I'm doing businesses with other businesses. So I'm hyper obsessed with the LinkedIn and creating the best posts. So it's like literally always obsessing over whatever I'm doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you want to go into selling shoes, you need to obsess with having a personal brand, which we'll speak about, which we have been speaking about. I said, okay, cool, I want to really sell shoes, but now I know that my company needs to have its own social media brand. Obsess, watch 100 videos on that, make notes, see who's doing it, get case studies. Like, literally, the answer is obsession.
You know, for me, because obviously I thought, let's say if this thing was like a video game, Thato's probably has like, he's wearing a suit of armor, like let's say it's a medieval video game type. So there's a suit of armor, it's iron, etc. I'm still wearing the leather one, you know, the beginner kit. And I can tell you guys that in the beginning stages of entrepreneurship that I've seen, right, a lot of it is planning. A lot of that is planning, it's implementing and plan. It's planning, implements, planning, implements, planning, implements, planning, implement. If you say to yourself, like, for example, let me become a content creator, because I think we can speak to that the best. It's about saying to yourself, okay, cool, I have 7 days. Like, your mind must stop going from in this month. You say to yourself, I have 7 days in 1 week. Every week I must accomplish a goal of some sort. How do I accomplish this goal? And for me, I say to myself, okay, cool, I need my face for as a starting content creator now, like, right? As a content creator who's trying to become popular, become 100,000 everywhere. I need my face everywhere. Everywhere, that my name becomes normalized in people's mouths. Like when they say Lebo Rampedi, it's not something that's like, oh, who's that? It's a thing of like, oh, that guy that makes. Immediately they must have some.
They can tie it to oh, the podcaster, oh, as Manjita member, oh, comedian on TikTok.
Yes, and this is what we're talking about, so the personal brand. And I want to go into my story actually, because I obviously came off as Thato's younger brother, and I had to decide how to make my brand Lebo Rampedi, not Thato little brother, but Lebo Rampedi as his own individual, right? And lucky for me, I was in the time I call it the TikTok golden era, where TikTok was getting popular, and if you didn't jump on the ship then, you were
Oh no, I think the TikTok, you were at the, bro, the golden era had passed.
Yeah, it was Mogeling's era and then. That was
We were at the, when we, because you pushed first and then we joined you. We were at the, it's too late.
I remember I told
you joined when it was the, it's too late.
I remember I pulled these guys aside. I said, guys, we're losing. I remember this, we had Bedfordview. We were at the house in Bedfordview. I called Khunta, I called Thato. We all sat in the room and I was like, guys, we're losing as YouTubers. We need to make TikToks.
Yes, we're like, guys, people are, because we started seeing, so that's a great example of us adapting to the environment, right? We're creating these YouTube videos. We were the top guys at the time when it comes to online personalities. Now you're getting these TikTok people pop out of nowhere, continuously just taking campaigns. Now you know Vaseline usually invites you to something. NetBank will usually invite you to something, but now you're not getting invited anymore. But who are you seeing? The girl that's always hey, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so we then adjusted and then
but the number idea I had was like, yo, Lebo, okay, cool. You are very profound as a person. You've been through mental health issues. You've been on antidepressants. You know, you've basically you have a story, but what you lack is personality. You know what I mean? So a lot of us have stories, but it's about adding personality to our story. So I said to myself, what type of story do you want to have? And I said, I want to be known as the guy that makes people smile, the guy that makes people laugh, the guy that brings joy. So when someone sees me, they don't see me as Thato's little brother. They see me as, oh my God, that guy kills me. And the number one thing I would hear around my people is like, yo, Lebo, you're so funny. So I said, no, let me just tell jokes online. Regularly. Again, then I said to myself, I started this segment back then, right, where I would do pickup lines. Because I said to myself, like, you know what, let me just flirt with the camera. Everyone loves to be flirted with. Let me just fuss with the camera or fuss with people. And I started this whole series. And that series literally threw me into being a comedian. And it's all about, for me, like, it was being able to say to myself, like Thato said, obsess over what you're good at. And just kill it. Because
this is someone posting, 2 videos a day?
2 videos, 3 videos a day. And that changed, and literally, guys, I kid you not, it changed my life. It literally changed my life. And I want to actually maybe go tell a bit of a short story. So before we continue, because I want to go into the next thing, but into our third segment. So Thato, my sister, comes home because I want to show you guys sometimes another person's idea, you can implement it better.
Okay.
My sister came home and said, you guys, I want to be a YouTuber. And she started vlogging all
hey, so
around.
it wasn't like that.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was vlogging all around the house. And then I remember Thato was like, you want to do what?
No, that was we were on the way to Mauritius.
We were on the way to Mauritius. And she went, wait, hear me out.
Okay.
So then she's vlogging in the house, everything.
Oh, I think I didn't
now
see.
we're going to Mauritius. Tato's like, you know what? Let me vlog this family trip and post it. You don't remember? So my
I
sister
don't remember vlogging the family trip.
my sister starts losing it. She's like, how can you take my idea? She's literally crying to me in the other room. Because we're kids. We're literally kids. And Thato basically just took her iCarly idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she moves on after 2 months, but your spark in the eye for this idea never died.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that's what I want to bring into, like, it's not only obsession, it's love. Job your love.
Chop your love.
Job your love, man.
Don't love your job.
Let's get into the next segment. The unemployed hustle era.
Yeah.
Right. Being disciplined when you are unemployed or when you are self-employed.
It's one of the most hardest things to do.
It's a real struggle in day-to-day community, in our day-to-day community.
Yeah.
Just being disciplined in J
Yeah.
is very hard. I want to talk to you about your journey in being self-employed and how you had to be a bit harder on yourself in order to get, mind my language, but the S word done.
I'm so dead, real. So, okay, with me, nah, bro, what comes to mind, I hope I'm not going too far, is that, guys, I am extremely lazy.
Yeah.
So, for me to excel, I had to sacrifice money to get people to do the S word that, that I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for example, I was really tired of being the camera guy, the YouTuber, the editor. So I saw that I didn't have the capacity to create at the level, quantity, and quality that I wanted to create at as a one-ship man.
Yeah.
So I then basically hired somebody to start editing. Then from there, it goes from hiring an editor to having a whole team, because I can go on about that story. But my point is, like, I got someone to do the things I didn't want to do, which I think is where your point in the beginning really
It's
made
very-
sense to me.
Yeah, the
like, you need
weakness
to
points.
identify your strengths,
Yeah.
see your weaknesses,
Yeah.
and if you're young entrepreneur, collaboration is key.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be this guy
Who does it alone?
who does it alone and
You
does
don't.
everything and says, "No, I want to own all my IP. I want to own all of my shares in the company."
Yeah.
But your company is not making money.
You own 100% of nothing.
You're gatekeeping nothing.
You own 100% of nothing.
So rather give somebody 20% shares here, give somebody 30%
Why are you putting me
shares.
into the 20% shares? Give someone 20% shares. Why you putting me? Why you putting me for?
I went there.
What are you putting me for?
I said give somebody 20% shares, give somebody 30% shares, give somebody 5% shares. And if you can't afford the human resource,
Yeah.
sell the story and sell the dream. I think that's the most important thing, bro.
Yeah. For me, I want to go into this also, the unemployed hustler. I want to go a bit more into like the mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, when you're unemployed, it's also, guys, very depressive. You guys see blue in the sky. I don't see color. I don't
Yeah.
even see the color in the sky when you're unemployed. When you eat your favorite meal, it tastes like a crack.
Yeah.
It tastes like biltong. It doesn't taste like you could be eating anything. Platter for what? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can get a call from your crush. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Uncle Waffles can call you,
You
Thato.
really mentioned Uncle Waffles a lot.
I do. I think she's phenomenal. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say Tyler. Tyler can call you, right?
No, keep Waffles.
Tyler can call you and say, Lebo, let's go on a date, and you have to hang up because you have no money. You're unemployed and
Yes.
you are extremely depressed.
Yeah.
But you have to do what? Believe in yourself. You literally have to wake up, shower, clean your room, go to the next thing.
Yeah.
Wake up, shower, clean your room, do the next thing. Wake up,
Yeah.
shower, and repeat. And I need to tell you guys now, like, that is extremely hard to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be very hard, but
It is,
you are 100% capable. Remind yourself why you're doing this. For me, there's a time where I was completely gaslighting myself and just telling me that my siblings are the reason I want to be successful and I want to what, and this, that. It
Yeah.
was a lie. I was gaslighting myself.
So when you're saying we are your strength and your
I was
purpose,
gaslighting myself. You guys are probably the top important things in my life, but I am the most important thing in my existence, Thato. And that's the thing that no one was telling me that, hey, Chief, maybe you should care about yourself.
I thought you were just saying it knowing that like you love us and you care about us and it's nice.
I do. But it was a bit like you guys should live next door to me, like live.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man. I want to get into because we're talking about this hustler thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever in this hustler thing fail? Because everyone's always talking about their success. Like,
Yeah.
tell us a time when you're like, this thing didn't work out, or you felt betrayed, or you were like, what?
I think I call it ground zero, and it's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
So I've only reached this place twice in my career
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur. Ground zero is when cash flow wise, you literally get to zero.
Yeah.
Where you've got your business, you're doing your production on the side, you've got your studio, you've got all of your ways to make money, but then things are just costing a lot of money. Financially, you've made so many mistakes, and you end up in a position where you're in ground zero.
Yeah.
So for me, I have failed. I have got into positions where there's literally zero in the account.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a matter of, okay, cool, what do I do now?
Yeah.
So luckily in those moments, I was always owed money. There's always money in the air.
Yeah.
Because I can't get to zero, like,
Yeah.
like,
It's impossible.
yeah, like there was a reason. It's because
Yeah.
my suppliers weren't paying me in time.
Yeah.
But it comes with,
Comes with the job.
comes with the job, and that's a sense of feeling of failure. So that's how I used to view failure back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't view ground zero as failure anymore. I just really fear it, right? When I got to ground zero, I looked at myself and I said, okay, cool. I'm doing all these things, but this is the second time I come to ground zero. What's the issue? And then I realized that the issue is actually financial planning, looking at my company from a different angle and buying things that I actually afford.
Yeah.
And the company. Because I would hear, yo, bro, this camera would be so amazing. Then I'd be like, okay, cool. You know what? Let me keep investing back into the company.
Yeah.
For the longest time, because my company, guys, is Thato Rampedi. The way it started, it's Rampedi Media. And it offers, productions and studio services. And we manage podcasts and we monetize from all the podcasts that we have. And then we've got Lebo and I's thing.
Yeah, it's
So
like
for
a
the
subsidiary.
a subsidiary, right?
Yeah.
And I used to manage influencers. So what
Yeah.
I have now is that as an influencer, I've been making great money, but then I've been pouring it back into my studio and into this network of
Your
podcasts.
business, yeah.
So because I was doing that, that wasn't really making money, the company.
Yeah.
Then the company got to ground zero. I was still fine.
Yeah.
But now it's a matter of thinking, okay, cool, I have to keep reinvesting what I make into this company, which
Yeah.
is mine, but it's not looking good.
Yeah.
So I had to take a step back and say, okay, cool, how do we stop this investment from Thato and how do we make this thing self-sustainable? And then you see innovation comes
Yeah.
and you tackle your weaknesses.
Yeah.
So I have been at failure, I have been at zero, and that's how it felt. And I feel like it's one of the most beautiful places to be at, because when you emerge from that space, you have learned so much, and it takes a whole lot more to get back to ground zero.
I want to read something that my dad sent on the group that I was just like, oh, when your dad sends you, or your mom sends you like one of those like
I don't read-
random
I don't read-
photos
I don't read
of
those
like
things.
a CEO and then they say something. But this one was actually so profound, and it reminded me of the conversation we had this year.
Yeah.
Making money is an action,
Okay.
right? So anyone can make money. Guys, I can literally dance at Rosebank and hold a cap and make money. It's an action.
Yeah.
Keeping money is a behavior.
Okay.
So when you keep the money now, you've made money, and I'm going to tell a story now also about this whole thing that I'm actually going through right now. And then growing money is knowledge.
Yeah.
So the last one, obviously, that's a 1% knowledge tier. Not everyone has that one. But the keeping money is a behavior one, right? So for me, I remember going from unemployed to self-employed. And you go from a mindset of living in scarcity. So every check that you have, let me quickly spend it on bread, food, this, and maybe a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everything's always scarce. You understand?
Thanks, Ruby. Yeah.
Thanks. We also can get something.
Yeah, got you.
Everything is always scarce, nah? You understand? So, thank you. Let me just take a couple seconds there. Clear that.
No stress. Well,
Yeah.
guys, we need to check our lips. Damn.
Yeah. But everything is always scarce when you're unemployed.
Yeah.
So you get like a thou.
Yeah.
But you're hungry, Tad.
Yeah.
And you haven't tasted real meat in 2 weeks because you've been eating. Why are you laughing? You haven't tasted real meat in 2 weeks because you've been eating noodles, bread, and maybe eggs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You haven't tasted meat like chicken, beef, lamb. You are hungry. 1,000 sit you 200, 150 goes into tasting real meat. How much is left there? You can keep doing the maths on me.
850.
Huh? 950?
850.
850, ne? 200 goes into leisure.
650.
650 is left. 4 clipper goes into Wi-Fi, whatever you were owing.
Now you're 250.
250, and then in the last money you owe someone because you let me know because you're unemployed. You owe someone. You're always owing someone.
Course. Yeah.
So and then you need to go into so I need to say this. So you at that point, right? Living in scarcity, and then you go into behavior.
Yeah.
You're self-employed now. You're making money, and this is the steps that you were talking about now. So as you said, Thato Rampedi was making money, but now you need to point to the company.
Yeah.
That's the behavior part.
Yeah.
So you need to be money intellect. You need to be intellectual with your money.
Yeah.
And I learned that for me, the biggest problem was behavior. And now I'm in like my first time trying to correct all of this stuff and budgeting and planning and stuff like that. But I really see this is where the black community, our people of color, this is where the skills that we never taught.
Yeah.
Thato, we had the privilege of having a Nedbank expert come onto the podcast. You guys should watch that episode.
Yeah.
It was 2 episodes back. We had the privilege of someone coming in and giving us financial advice, talking about savings, tax-free accounts.
And we applied all of those things. Like
I did all of them.
Yeah, I know Lebo applied them.
I did all of everything I wrote everything she said. I rewatched the podcast.
Yeah.
I did all of the things
Yeah.
she said, and
Yeah.
I even set it up the things where like if this one makes interest, it pulls into this one and what
Yeah.
like. I set up that whole thing. Even the banking app was giving me notifications saying "Well done." Finally,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
which is so important, right?
It is.
Because I know, like I had this bug last week. This past month, I've had this designer bug to buy
Yeah.
like an
Yeah.
item of designer. I think
Yeah.
it's influenced because of the designer that I see around me.
yeah,
And I was like, I posted on my close friends, like, yo guys, I think I'm gonna get my first pair of like designer shoes. And one of my friends, who's like an amazing entrepreneur in Cape Town,
Yeah.
he's in the entertainment space,
Yeah,
Tashiga.
yeah.
He said, please invest that money into stocks or ETFs. And the past 3 months, I've actually been doing that,
Yeah.
right? So I've been taking like a lump sum of money that I make from my company, and I
putting
put it into ETFs.
Yeah.
And okay guys, I'm not gonna advocate for anybody but people at the top, Nedbank. And I've been seeing a serious change in my money.
Yeah.
So money that would sit, 5,000 rand that would sit, or 2,000 rand that would sit, and just be in my
It's
bank
working
account,
now.
waiting for me, staying at 2,000. Now it's 2,000 rand, 2,123.
yeah.
It's 2,200.
I won't lie to you. That was the last one that didn't open up. I opened up all the other accounts.
Yeah.
But the easy equities account, that's basically what it's called. An easy equities account, right?
Yeah.
That's the last one. I'm just like, I'm a bit like hesitant. And I think it's because I was like, and I think a lot of people at home are going to feel this way.
Yeah.
I don't have that knowledge on who to pick. And maybe you can give us like, yo, what you did.
So I think like what I can say is that, it's very important to use your bank.
Yeah.
And obviously we advocate and we really suggest that Nedbank is the place to go.
Yeah.
I think Nedbank itself inside, it'll help you, number one, with your budgeting. Number one, with making your money make more money. And it can also guide you into the ETFs and into the stocks that you can invest in.
Yeah.
So I definitely say Nedbank is the place to go.
Yeah.
And I want to say research is also even more important. So you want to do research and you want to see, okay, cool, man. What are they offering me? What are the returns? How much do they assist me? How much do they teach me?
Yeah.
And then you can make an informed decision. We spoke about obsession earlier. You need to obsess on your finances too. You need to obsess into
I'm
your
so sorry.
future
Can you
too.
please say bless you?
Bless you.
Yeah, we'll continue.
But yeah, I know that, I was talking to my accountant the other day and I was telling him that but this was like a year ago, sorry.
Yeah.
Or 2 years ago. I was like, yeah, I just got funeral cover, bro. I'm excited. Everything is good. He was like, dude, we need to work on your retirement plan. How can you plan for death before you plan for retirement?
Big one, by the way.
Right? And we were speaking about retirement plans with Nedbank 2 weeks ago. So I think those are things you need to hyper focus on and try, understand, and see.
It's so hard, because as I was opening up all these accounts,
Yeah.
with Nedbank and stuff, and I literally for a second felt like I was losing money.
Yeah.
But then it's like, no, dude, all of this money is still yours, bro.
Yeah.
It is literally still yours. It's just a bit, it's safer now.
Yeah.
It's like a safety.
safer.
It's safer now.
Yeah.
Because we've been in this topic, and guys, the conversation is definitely not over.
Yeah.
We're going to invite a couple of finalists from the actual Nedbank Youth X competition, and we're actually going to give them a couple of questions, have a bit of a fun time.
Yeah.
You guys keep in tune. That's going to take a couple of seconds, maybe 2-3 minutes. We're going to make we're going to make our final remarks soon.
So we'll do that on the podcast.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do it now. You're gonna do it now?
I don't want to do it for the Vox Parks.
Yeah. Oh, so you're just gonna do it for Vox Pop?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
So I think if you guys are actually watching live,
Yeah.
I think what's very important is to go to Seated With on Instagram.
Yeah.
Ruby's there posting some stories, but we're gonna post some things in a few days, maybe some things tonight, showing you guys our experience here.
Yeah.
You know, with NetBank. It's gonna be really, really exciting. We've got the finalists. We've got some really cool people. I saw Lulu Adiba walking past.
Yeah.
I saw the Raya walk past. We're gonna grab them and we're gonna spend some time with them on short form. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, please check
Unless
that
you
out.
feel like we should do it on
No,
the show.
no. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Because we can take a break 2 seconds and we can.
No, man, I'm cool with that. But that just means that you guys really need to tap in. And guys, please, we just want to say a huge thank you to NetBank.
Yeah.
Allowing us to curate conversations with youth to
Yeah.
inform you guys is something that is not seen as a light thing. We are very, very, very grateful for this
Yeah.
opportunity.
No,
And we are
it's
grateful
good.
to share so much more knowledge with you. So please tap into Seated With
Yeah.
Lebo and Thato Rampedi. I want to give final remarks. Looking back, you're talking to a person, you're about to literally put your email address to start the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Or the business
Or the
whatever.
business,
Yeah.
or the CIPC. You're registering on CIPC,
Yeah.
and you're putting that name to register that name to make sure that your name is the only one to get that. What should be in your heart, your mind, and what should your body be practicing as well?
Yeah. So I think the most important thing you want to do is understand and know your own story.
Yeah.
Right? You should go write down what your story for your company is, how you see your company operating in a month, and write it romantically to yourself.
Yeah.
In a month, in 6 months, in a year, 2 years, whatever period of time you want to do it, write your story. Because when you start a business, you have to basically sell that story to whoever you want to work with
Yeah.
first, and then number 2, whoever you want to actually consume your product or your service. So know your story.
Yeah.
I know Michelle was doing some amazing videos on her channel, and she basically said people are in a rush to have a business profile, to have CIPC registered, to go to FNB, open the business
Yeah.
account, go to NetBank, do all these things. Like, bro, take a step back and try get your first customer.
Real.
You don't have to have a
real.
NetBank account to go and get your first customer.
Real.
Do you get what I'm saying? So do those things, then you go to NetBank, open up your business profile, then it's good. But yeah, that's my final thought.
Me,
What
because
about you?
I think you answered the question perfectly. Your mind, believe, overcome fear, understand that you're still going to become the person that you plan for.
Yeah.
So that means that your whole character as you are now is going to go through a lot of changes.
Yeah.
2, the spirit, have something that is unshakable that you believe in. Whether it be that you believe in yourself, that you're going to become that person 100%, whether you having faith, whether you having some sort of discipline, reward system or something, have something that you are firm, that is a firm thing that can't be shaken.
Yeah.
It can't be shaken no matter what. You're 100% sure in it. And lastly, the last thing I want to say is look good while doing it. Look good while doing it. It's
100%.
nice working with someone who's combed their hair.
And smells nice.
Smells
man.
nice.
Yes, man.
It looks attractive, looks good, and is ready for business. But this has been a conversation with Seated with Lebo and Thato Rampedi. We are super happy that you guys joined us for the stream. And for those that are watching it post the stream, please comment down what advice you guys have gone through. We know a lot of entrepreneurs watch Seated, so please take a time to give your financial advice, to give your ideology about entrepreneurship. But that's it. Do you want to close and give it the
guys, we will see you guys next week, Wednesday. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys know every single Wednesday, 3 p.m. is Seated with Lebo and Thato Rampedi. Please do subscribe and comment down below your Instagram handle if you want to come to bowling nights. We'll see you guys next time. Issue.
Seated with us, seated, seated.